Good morning, everyone. So, today, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be starting your research and looking at your topics. So, yesterday, we talked a little bit about that this writing that we're going to be doing is similar to what you did in fourth grade, putting things together. And one of those sections is looking at a very focused topic. And so that's where we're going to start today. But if you remember, if I said, hey, we're going to write about the Revolutionary War, it's a big, big thing. There's lots of different things that you could possibly write about. And as we move through this unit, we'll not pretend. I'm tired, guys. We will provide you lots of different things that you can examine more deeply. This first bend, we're going to give you three different topics to look at. You can see that it is on the screen. I'll go over it here in just a moment. It's linked a couple of times and it's linked on Canvas, and I'll show you where. Um, but we're going to limit to three topics. You have one of three things that you can choose from to begin looking at and researching that a little bit more deeply. Um, and again, these topics, they're specific, very specific. We're not taking something in general. We're not picking a year. We're not picking um, some states or at that point colonies participation in the war. We're picking a very specific event that you're going to be able to research and write about. And then also you're going to have a graphic organizer that goes along with this. um, you can already see the graphic organizer is listed on Canvas if you want to fill this out digitally. If you're looking for a paper version, it is on the table in front of this TV. You can just go and grab it when we're ready to do that. And the graphic organizer, pretty straightforward, guys. When we look at it, we have preceding, a before event, during the event, after the event. So it's a before, during, and after. So you can kind of get an idea. Um, Juicy bits and quirky facts. The other things about the event that you're like, I want to make sure this goes into what I write about because this is interesting. It might not be vital, but it's uh, an interesting quirk of the event. And if you keep scrolling, it's got some more questions. What might be confusing? Why is this event important? So when we think about when we're writing about it, we definitely need to include why is this event important? And then we have timeline. Do you need to fill out the timeline? Yes, you do. Do you need to have 9 different events on the timeline? No, you don't. Depending on what you pick, you may choose to fill out all of them. You probably need to have at minimum, the bare minimum, and you really need to think about it, is probably 4 to 5 different events. Realistically, you should probably have more than that, but I'm not going to say I'm going to force you to do 9. But you do need to fill a graphic organizer out, either paper pencil or do this online. Okay. So then the topics that you're looking at, you have 3, and these should have been talked about in your Road to Revolution. You have the Boston Tea Party, you have the Boston Massacre, and you have Paul Revere and his Midnight Ride. So, in all of these links work. I tested them earlier this week. You can start reading. You also have social studies books in the room that you may use. I would say let's start research with just these sources, and it should give you enough to start writing, filling out your graphic organizer. And as we get closer to drafting, we can look to see if you have holes or if you need to do additional research. But what you have here should be more than enough to get you started on what you need to do today. If you have any questions, you can still email me. I will be back in tomorrow. Um, but honestly, at this point, pick a topic, start reading through, pick one of them, and then start working on your graphic organizer. All right. Thanks so much.